It's not that it helps. Not a lot that helps me here. We may Doomsayer heal ourselves.
Quickly.
I think we need a good bit of time here.
The end is coming.
I'm at 17. This will heal for 16. So we can basically pump out a dude and be okay. This is basically just absorbing 7 damage, and I'm okay with that. I just need basically another draw. Wow, he has the kill. Are you serious? Did I not even add the damage? So he's gonna be him. Just play your other Jade Lightning, Sunshine. Wow! Did he miscalculate his damage? Wow! Oh, I pretty much desperately needed a rag there. Oh my gosh.
Reporting for duty.
Interesting. We can equality consecrate. This is going to spit out an 8/8. I need to be able to kill her first. I don't think that's going to happen. Fight Anyfin worse, that's not going to happen either. Just consecrate. Because off this and this, I can trade in. That'll summon another bluegill. Bluegill can trade here. It'll summon the other one. High equality, I can bluegill that, but this guy's still a 5/5.
Move quickly. The battle.
Oh wow, I actually would have been at 1 if this attack would have went off. I didn't think about the 4 health. Hey, Senor E-Scoop. Just losing with the deck I don't know how to play. This is we're gonna take our rating quite a bit. We'll get frustrated and switch back to something good, but in the meantime, this deck actually looks like it could be a lot of fun. Jack, to answer your question, what we would refer to as side effects are when a method changes an object, and that change can be seen outside the method. Now, your question seems to indicate you're having trouble with the for each loop. And that's a little bit different with a... That depends, dude. Because in the for each loop, if the object calls a mutator method that would mutate the object, that's nothing to do with the array or the array list or the for each loop. That's changing the object. And so you can see that change afterwards. I really need to see a question that you're referring to actually give you the answer that you want.
I'm at
Oh, bad luck for him.
Reporting for duty. Trust the pirate's code.
What is this?
Follow the rule.
That's going to allow us to basically kill off the South Sea Captain. So despite having South Sea Captain, this is going to be a somewhat decently fast deck. And so, same as always, we want to preserve our life total as much as possible. So if I throw out the War Leader, it's just going to die. But that may actually just be okay. Right, our other play is something like Doomsayer Hero Power. And all he has to do is come up with 1 other damage. Now, it could be awkward, but like if he has Eviscerate, there's 4 there, which means he can get the extra 3 from his Wicked Knife here that's been buffed. So I actually favor throwing out the War Leader. And it's just going to get the other charge here, and that's okay. If he plays another Pirate next turn, we can outdoor it and then Doomsayer, which should basically clear off the board.
Feed the fish, landlubber. Ha-ha!
Well, this is interesting. Oh, man. You done messed up there, Sunshine. So this will go to 1, taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll be at 4.
Follow the rule. The end is coming.
Taking 9, he needs 3. He needs 1 because that's going to go up. We do get to Forbidden Healing next turn for 12, which is decent. Although, no, this True Silver is going to be too good, right? But True Silver here is because it's going to reduce basically 4 damage. So we'll be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn, and we're gaining 2. Definitely True Silver. I don't think we need to Forbidden Healing with the last 2. I'd rather get basically this guy out because he's going to also essentially absorb damage because he'll make a trade in with that or basically attack it. In a 4-each loop, if it had an N array for integer x, x++. Yeah, the x++ would only be modifying x for that iteration. It's not actually modifying anything in the array. Looking like Forbidden Healing this turn.
For justice.
Tyrion next turn. Some merit to playing the Wicker Flame that turn. I don't know, I really should have thought about it more. What is this? What rank am I? I really should have been paying attention to this. I really don't know how long this card's been in his hand. It could be Sap. If it is Sap, do we die? Yeah. We could instead, if we True Silver and take this kid out,
Let me
That's going to get +2. I could also Wicker Flame, right? And so, like, he would trade both of those in, and I would take 4 or something. After only losing 2. So it would go down to 3. That's a little scary. But I do maybe want to get the True Silver out of the way before Tyrion dies, right? Oh, and I'll gain some, like, help from that as well. This seems pretty decent.
I'm on fire.
Backstab is rough because we're going to lose 2. But I should also negate 2 from this. Yeah, basically it would have to be calling a method. And it's not the for each loop making the change at that point. It is the method that's doing the changing. It's the mutator method, changing the object itself. And you'll see that change in the array. But it's because that slot in the array or array list is pointing at that object. And so changing the object makes it look like you edited the array.
Uther versus Throne.
I didn't really look at that ending there to see if the Tyrion would have saved me at all or not. Aldor? I'm going to hold on to the Aldor. If this is aggro, they tend to run the 4-mana 7/7. And so that would be our main answer to that, outside of doing like equality and killing it off. Oh, I do run a Ragnar's Light Lord. I also don't know if maybe I should did the Wicker Flame. The turn where I did the Forbidden Healing, I could have played out the Wicker Flame first. We're going if we play out Reinforce, right? He's going to trade in Patches. If we play out the Loot Hoarder, he's going to trade in Patches as well. So it's like, do we want the card draw or do we want to try to get value out of the Loot Hoarder? We're almost definitely playing one or the other on 3, so I think I'd rather get the card draw going. Given that I have a 4-drop, I'm also not playing him a 4, so it would be a while before we play the Loot Hoarder. I'd rather go ahead and cycle it now. I don't mind, Jack. J-Bus. Yeah, we don't want too much late game. Is part of the reason. But ultimately, this list is coming from someone that's much smarter than I am. Realities are, so this Forbidden Healing, despite being 0, if you make it to like turn 10, it's basically a turn 10 play. There's a lot of late game here, and you just don't want to drown in late game stuff. We're going to attack in here and kill that thing off. It's going to save us a lot of damage, basically. I really need to get the Flame Tongue killed at some point. But it's probably not going to happen until we get True Silver or the Hammer of Wrath. So the main idea behind this deck, and really realities are like bringing back Loot Hoarders just isn't amazing, even like on turn 10, because you, as much as this deck cycles, you may actually just be that close to fatigue. I really like the idea of the War Leader plus Doomsayer. He will likely kill our Doomsayer, but he has to invest a lot in that, which means we get to keep the War Leader.
Let me think.
There's really not a lot of merit to playing the Outdoor Peacekeeper.